Best internet radio station.
I said that I love you so, and I mean it so. From the bottom of my heart, I'm telling you to play. Baby, I saw that something in your eyes. Comes to no surprise that you turn me oh so giddy. What's up, people? This is Omar, and you're listening to iLive Radio, changing the way you listen to radio.
Hey, this is Emily King, and you're listening to iLive Radio.
Rare groove, revival, slow jams, upfront, old school.
The best music around in stereo sound.
Music, back to back to back. iLive Radio.
How you doing? What's good? It's Nkechi the Lyrical, sitting in my zone here, vibing and listening to iLive. And if you don't know, get to know. And if you do know, you don't know. And if you know, then relax and enjoy the ride.
You're listening to iLive Radio. This is Jay Most. Enjoy.
Vibes and Vinyl is here every Friday live at 8 p.m. on iLiveRadio.com. Formerly of Toronto's FM radio airwaves, DJs Gene King and Ray Prasad are in the house once again to continue their tradition, promoting great house music to the world. You will hear exclusive releases and sometimes traveling back in time via some of the best disco, soul, funk, and house. So keep it locked and enjoy the ride. DJs Gene King and Ray Prasad have provided their listeners since 1996. Vibes and Vinyl in your face.
Hey, what's going on, everybody in cyberspace? This is the Groove Show with your boy, the Crowd Pleaser, DJ Mark Anthony. Don't forget, each and every Saturday afternoon from 4 to 6 p.m., we want to put you in the mood for whatever the night has in store. I'm playing only the best feel-good party rocking, body-shaking music from funk to soul to reggae to R&B, house to salsa, and much, much more. We call it The Groove each and every Saturday from 4 to 6 p.m. Keep it locked. It's the Crowd Pleaser, baby. You know how we do. We'll see you on the air. Peace.
Join me, Patrick Omars, for the Patrick Omars Show right here on iLive Web Radio, Sunday afternoons from 2 to 3 p.m.
Hey, what about me?
Naida, hi.
Hi.
Who let you in the studio?
You're trying to record without me?
Okay, let me try this one more time since you're here. Join me, Patrick Omars, for the Patrick Omars Show right here on iLive Web Radio with my co-host, Naila T.
Hello. See you next Sunday, 2 to 3 p.m.
You're listening to iLive Radio, changing the way you listen to radio. iLive Radio.
Hey guys, we're live.
Welcome to Two Divas and a Mic. We're your hosts.
I'm Misha.
I'm Delecia. Thank you
Welcome,
for tuning
guys.
in.
I know, we're back.
We missed you guys.
It's been a week.
It's been a week.
Oh, well, we got a live studio audience today, guys.
Loving this feeling.
All right, yeah.
You heard that? We're just doing the most. Don't mind us if we're like looking over there. Sometimes we do our best to keep focused.
It's real right now.
But we thank you guys for watching. Also, continue to go into the chat room. Let us know what you're thinking. Join the conversation.
Call in.
Please.
Call in, please. The phone number, 647-243-9379.
And put it in your phone because we ask you all the time.
Yeah.
Like,
we got
please
questions this week. We got questions.
And so you have a question?
I don't know. I'm just saying. Eventually.
Oh, you know what?
It'll happen.
For my tea, I may have a question. So maybe you guys can call in and
It's
give
a
me your
serious
feedback.
question.
It's a serious question.
Please.
But we'll save that for later. So for now, we'll start off how we do every show, the cocktail of the week. And this week it's Mike's Hard, No Pause.
No pause.
So what do we put in here? Mike's Hard Lemonade. I can't.
Mike's Hard.
Mike's Hard Lemonade.
No pause.
Mixed with
That's
tropical orange smoothie.
Yes.
I haven't tasted it yet.
Summertime drinks.
Oh, it is. You know, it's very easy.
Cheers.
Ready to go. Cheers, Misha.
Oh,
yeah.
Mike is
Mike, no pause.
Mike is
no
real
pause.
aggressive
He's zero
today.
pause. He's all
Okay,
over me.
all right, okay.
So that's really good actually. I
It's
like
good,
it.
it's
It does
good.
taste like a what's it called? That
popsicle? Like a popsicle.
yeah.
It's real popsicle.
Anyways, like
It's
an
fun.
orange popsicle.
It's real fun.
Yeah.
It's
Anyways.
good. It's good stuff.
So we can
Cocktail
recap.
of the week.
What did you do this weekend?
I went to Whiteout on Saturday. Whiteout till it's bright out. I had way too much to drink.
Did you? That's for you. That's nothing new. That's nothing new.
I know. Don't say that.
Okay.
Because you're gonna act like I be drinking like that all
She's
the
just a
time.
little lush. She can handle
But-
the liquor, but she's a little lush. Yeah, laugh, ready, because you know it's true. She's a little lush.
No, it was
Okay.
fun. You know, we went, we get on bad and all these things,
Oh, that's
and it
good.
was great.
I had a migraine for 3 days straight, so
Yeah,
I
it
didn't
was
really enjoy
terrible.
my weekend except for eating food.
Yeah, I did see that you ate a lot this weekend. You did.
I was
Yeah.
always eating. I was hungry. I was constantly hungry, but I had a headache, so I was just sleeping and eating
And chilling.
And
I
chilling.
know she didn't come to Whiteout.
I know. Oh,
Aw,
thank you.
thanks, Reddy.
It was so hard, but like
I tried to rewatch it, but I
Reddy.
really couldn't.
I couldn't.
really
No, I
do it.
wouldn't. I couldn't, and I wouldn't.
I could not
And I
rewatch
can't, so I won't.
Thank you.
But Reddy, how are you? How was your weekend? Okay.
Oh, so you have to repeat what you said because they didn't hear.
I know nobody heard. Nobody heard what you said.
No, you guys did an awesome job last week.
Thank you.
Honestly, you guys did a great job. So,
Yeah, we just wanted to go. I just wanted to hear it again.
Oh yeah, you guys
You
were
heard.
good.
We're like,
Thank you.
Oh, you guys did a great job.
Oh, thanks. And you know what? How did you do this weekend? Did you go anywhere?
No, I'm good.
Oh, that's it. You ain't giving us nothing.
It's two divas.
Yes,
and
and
a
no,
mic.
And,
And
a
two
mic.
mics.
But like, you're also here, and that's what we need you for to
Yeah, no,
kind of
yeah,
give
yeah.
us your perspective.
No. All right.
Okay,
cool.
well,
moving on.
Since we were talking about last week, Black Lives Matter, we kind of want to touch on that again before we move on with the show. Black lives will always matter, so it's never going to be a situation where we're just going to talk about it briefly. But today, we kind of want to.
Yeah, it's not a flavor of the week.
It's
Tank.
not. It's
No.
going to
It's
forever
an
be a
ongoing,
topic. And
Flavor of life.
yes.
Yeah.
For all of us in here.
For real. So on CNN last night, I was watching on Don Lemon's tense debate with Sheriff David Clark.
He's
Honestly,
black, mind you. He's
I
black.
can't. And if anybody watches, they'll understand my frustration. But they were talking about the focus on black violence, and it was really like disappointing to have such an ignorant black sheriff who clearly has no real sense of reality and what was happening
But see,
around
and
him.
the thing about that too, when people say, "Well, black people kill black people," I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
but the person that kills the other person, yeah, they may be black, but they're a criminal,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah,
exactly.
I mean, and
Yeah.
we're not holding criminals and police at the same standards,
No.
right? So
Yeah.
that whole, black people kill, black people kill black people, but the person killing the other person is a criminal.
It's
So
not
let's
a
not
person of
So
authority.
try to
let's
hold
put on
police
black
to the
on
same
black.
standard as
Exactly.
the criminals,
As the criminals,
please,
exactly.
like
And
it was
regardless of their
frustrating.
race. So.
Yeah.
It was so frustrating
Foolishness.
because he was going on and he was avoiding the question that Don
All of
had
them.
for him, and he went on about a rant about Don supporting violence against police officers, which it had nothing to do with nothing. Like if you guys were watching it, he was just literally talking over him, and there was many times where Don was like, "Okay, we're just gonna cut to commercial.
It's over."
And
but what he
we'll be
was
right back."
saying, because I did watch a small clip of it. What he was saying is that the statistics that
Don't
the
take
president.
what I have
oh,
here.
Sorry.
Okay, please don't do it. You're gonna try to take what I have, and that's
No, I was just saying
well,
that.
let me finish what I'm saying, and then if I didn't say it, then you say it. So, anyways, going back to what I have to say, I apologize, Misha, for cutting you. But
Sips tea.
please sip on. So it was okay. So pretty much, it was like he had his own agenda. So he just wanted to put his opinion out there to protect the reputation of all police officers and their actions. And he made statements such as there is no data that the law enforcement treats blacks differently. Where have you been? I don't know if you sleep under a rug, but okay, we'll leave it at that. And he later said that the president, Obama, is a liar, and that his statement about black males are so he made a statement that black males are 2 times more likely to be shot by law enforcement than a white man. And he was like, no, that's incorrect information. Actually, no, this was facts, and this was research studies that have proven this. This is actually from the Washington Post, and noted that a Harvard professor did his research to prove that black people are treated more aggressively. So it was just frustrating to know that, like, even when you're trying to make a statement or a point, Don, in the situation, he was just talking over him, not allowing him to speak or prove any of the points he's
For
bringing
some
up.
reason,
Sorry, go ahead.
For some reason, I feel like CNN did this on purpose.
Of course.
Because there's no way, because you vet your interviews before you put them on TV. So you do a pre-interview with this person to see where their head is at, what you want to cover, Ray Tay. So you did a pre-interview with this man, and you obviously know where he stands on these things, unless he went rogue and just decided to have these beliefs as soon as he got on live television with Don Lemon. So they put this guy as the black man that is supporting police officers killing black males. So in order to have this conversation and for him to have this stance. So it's kind of, I don't know.
It was frustrating because I feel like, how much did you get paid? That's what I want to know. Like, I always feel like they're like, hey, you know what? We want to pay you, black man over there, to come out and speak for us.
He didn't get paid nothing.
And he was like, I'll do it. I'll
He
do
did it
for
on
us.
purpose.
'Cause he was
Shucking and
running
jiving.
all that.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know
That's right.
who his family is, but I would be so embarrassed to have him as my father, a brother, anybody in my life that would come and represent, you know, like, he wasn't obviously trying to represent the black community. He was representing the community force and the law enforcement. And I mean, there's nothing wrong. Like, you know, you look at the news now and all these police shootings that have been happening. You feel bad for these families, obviously, but they highlight, you know, these officers and their families so much. Are they forgetting about the hundreds of black lives that these police officers have taken as well? And what about their families? So it kind of like, I don't know, you kind of feel a little torn between watching the two, and it's like, you're gonna sit here and honestly tell me you're just gonna promote, oh, what about these police officers and all these crimes against police officers, but you're forgetting about all the black lives that we're constantly watching on TV repeatedly, time after time, that we have been seeing these families go through their loss of their child. Like, it's just sickening. So I don't know, I was just really irked watching that situation.
I don't know.
I don't want to say more, but I want to keep it there. I'm not professional.
Yeah, you gotta be professional.
You know, also this past Sunday marks the 2 years since the chokehold death of Eric Gardner while in police custody. So I know they had Al Sharpton gathered with family members at the National Action Network Sunday in Harlem to continue their call for justice. There really needs to be justice. This is like 2 years have passed and nothing has been done.
But there were, 6 police officers there?
Yes.
4 of them have already been acquitted now.
Yeah.
So
And
they're
then
down to 2 now.
Yeah. They acquitted one today, wasn't it?
I think the 4th one got acquitted today.
The 4th one got acquitted
two left.
today. Yeah.
There's 2 left, but I'm not
One by
optimistic.
one.
Like, they're not.
They're not going to get
Right.
So.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll keep moving on to more
But people
sad
should
news.
tune into that episode if they didn't catch it last week.
Of Two Divas and a Mic?
Yes.
Yes.
All of our shows are always posted.
up.
So
Yeah.
please, you know, go back, look at some shows. We have some, you know, obviously you're like, this is a little, for some people are like, oh, it's so Debbie Downer. You watch on the news, you live it. It's sad, right? We get it. But we're trying to just educate people on the ones that don't know.
It has to be said.
And the ones that, you know, just want to stay informed, obviously. So please just tune in. And then we have other shows where we talk about fun stuff. We'll get back into that. But other than that, we'll just kind of finish off with this segment for now. And also on CBS News, Officer Brian Reese, or is it Rice or Reese?
Rice. Mm-hmm. It's okay, girl. I got
can
you.
do this.
Brian
Rice.
Rice. Yeah.
My
Mhm.
apologies. Well, kind of. I don't really care. Who was charged with involuntary manslaughter in 2015 for the death of Freddie Gray, was found not guilty of involuntary manslaughter. Actually, I don't really care if I said his name wrong, by the way. But yeah, so we're just waiting on more justice.
Another officer.
Another sad
Yeah.
situation.
Yeah.
I don't know if you want to.
Yeah, I just wanted to touch on this real quick because last week I was annoyed, pissed off at this whole Black Lives Matter versus All Lives Matter topic. And at the MLB All-Star game, the tenors, one of the tenors went rogue.
Right.
And
Yeah.
Brian, what's his name? Remigio Pereira. He decided he was going to change the words of the Canadian national anthem to reflect how he feels personally about what's happening in North America, in the US right now. And while singing a solo verse, so the other tenors were there, but it was very solo.
So were you watching it at the time when it went down?
I saw a clip after.
Okay.
I didn't watch it live.
I didn't watch it, but I'd be interested in seeing what the reaction of the other guys in the group were like.
Oh,
'cause that's a good way to judge if they knew or not, right?
No,
Like-
you could judge if
like,
they
you
knew
know,
because
okay, because
they didn't know
the Mike Myers thing when he
No.
turns and Kanye's going off, right? It's like
I didn't know. No, he did a turn. He did a slight turn, like.
Okay, yeah, okay. So
Hold
there
on.
you go. Because they were quick with the apology
Yeah.
too to say like he was acting on his own and yada 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 and all that
No.
stuff.
So, yeah, he's suspended right now. So basically, he changed the words and he changed the lyrics of "With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north strong and free," to "We're all brothers and sisters, all lives matter," to the great.
I wish all lives didn't matter. Like nobody would be saying Black
And the
Lives
sign.
Matter.
We can't forget the sign that says "All Lives Matter," and then on the other side,
Boy,
it
bye.
said, "What? I don't know." It said something else on the other side.
Okay.
But I was pissed off because it's like, And the thing is, if it was the American national anthem, everybody would be all up in arms.
course.
Like the place would have burnt down that same day. There would be no all-star game of any sort.
Yeah, well,
but
first of all, though, they don't usually broadcast the Canadian anthem.
yeah, they didn't.
don't.
For
They
starters,
didn't.
or
They
whatever,
actually
too.
didn't.
So, and Canadians lost
Yeah,
their minds.
exactly.
Like we did. Like everyone freaked out.
Exactly.
So,
So it was like a crazy debate going on, and people were just like, "No, you don't change the anthem to suit your political views or whatever it is."
but if you
So-
want to stir up some shit,
That's how you do
he
it.
did it
how
at the
you do
right
it.
time. So
He did.
I'm just
He
saying,
did. He
like,
did.
you know.
No. All lives matter, do they?
They do all matter, but guess what? Right now we're focused on Black lives because that seems to be going at a very fast
And it's like
rate.
an argument
really
to say that because we say Black Lives Matter, nobody else lives
Well,
matter. It's so
and there's been a lot
ignorant.
of memes or whatever that kind of explain the argument for it in terms of just because you're saying Black Lives Matter, you're not saying only Black Lives Matter,
Exactly.
right? It's like it's a very dismissive thing to just kind of sweep the argument under the rug
Exactly.
without
Yeah.
really addressing it per se. So when we say all Black lives or when we say Black Lives Matter, it's more a case of look at what's happening right now.
Yeah.
These lives are not being valued, and
Exactly.
even though whatever you start to dig into his past and try to find every little bad thing
Mm-hmm.
this guy might have done or whatever, yada yada yada, but it's like he still was a value to his community, to his family,
Exactly.
to his little whatever his circle was that he was living in, and that life
Matters.
mattered, right?
Exactly.
So it's very dismissive to just say, oh well, all lives matter, and there's been a lot of different arguments of how you
many.
can debunk that whole thing or whatever. But
Stay
yeah,
woke,
it's-
people.
it's- yeah.
Come on.
We have a comment in the audience.
Go right ahead.
It
Peanut.
almost seems like it's the movie The Purge, where it's like they're giving the police officers the freedom to kill.
Yeah.
Well, right now it's Black lives. It's Black people or whatever. But it seems like they're giving them the
okay?
go-to to just kill whomever,
Yeah.
whenever, and then they get a slap on the wrist, and
Yeah,
that's it.
and
Didn't
that's
they even
it.
get a
They
slap
don't
on the
even get a
wrist?
slap.
They get paid.
No,
They're
their slap on the wrist is suspended leave. They don't
Oh
get
my
to do their
gosh.
job,
With
but they get
pay.
paid for
with
it.
Pay.
So
It's upsetting. I don't
yeah.
have to stop wrist. I want to stop working with pay.
I-
Can you pay me?
Right, for doing wrong, for
Yeah.
doing something
Give
wrong.
me a break. That's
it makes no
nothing.
sense. But yeah. It's true.
Good
It's
point.
the purge going on right now. And speaking of the purge, there was two incidences in world news. There were two incidences. One in Paris of the terror attack that killed 84 people, 10 children, after a man
84 people, man.
drove a truck through a
And
Bastille
Nice,
Day
France, in
in
Nice, France.
He drove a truck through the parade and injured how many
At
hundreds
Bastille
of people?
Day, yeah.
Yeah, during a parade. So the people are actually really upset right now because it's been only a couple months since the last terror attack, and it's like the president is not protecting them. That's how they feel.
What can he do?
I was just gonna say that. I'm like, so
I don't know.
What would you like the
What can
president
he
to
do?
do?
That's-
Come outside and be like, hey guys,
Yeah.
kumbaya.
We need some.
Let's hold hands and stop this.
They're
That's
angry. They're booing
Why
him.
he gets
They
killed?
want more.
Like you say
I
yourself
don't
inside, Mr. President. Okay, I
But
wanna
something's
see
going on
you
there
say-
in France,
Yeah, I don't know what's
and
up.
we don't understand why people want to kill people in France. But everybody, yeah.
Yeah.
Then moving on, in Turkey on Friday, there was a military coup attempt.
Right.
They didn't win. They tried, but they
Tried.
fired over 8,000 police officers, judges.
A lot of people got arrested.
A
yeah.
lot of
Yeah.
people,
as
they-
you would expect.
Yeah, they arrested 6,000 people. It was madness. So right now they're trying to figure out what is going on in Turkey and why so many people want to overthrow the government. So in world news, shit's crazy out there.
It's getting real. It's
Shit's getting
real.
too real.
I don't know.
Basically,
People say
basically.
the world's coming to an end
Oh,
and like
man.
God is coming.
Yo.
You know, like yeah.
No, you got to be careful out there,
you really
man.
have to worry about like who you hang out with sometimes. 'Cause, like,
What's
your
niggas
motive
be-
today?
they
What's
be
you? Why you
plotting.
wearing that backpack? I don't know. We
They
don't
be
have
plotting
school.
out here, man.
Yeah,
We don't know
no,
what's
it's for
happening.
Every
real.
time I'm on the TTC, I'm like, I try not to go to the front cart because no, there's this guy every morning on my ride
Don't
to
do
work
that.
on the train. He's walking up and down, pacing back and forth. And this one woman said to him, she's like, "Is everything okay? You're all right?" And then he's just, "What do you mean? Am I all right?" I was like, "Oh shit, we're going down. We're going down. It's over." I swear this is what happened one morning, and I was just like, "Should I get off the train and then take the next one?" I don't know. And then I keep seeing him every morning just walking up and down. So he's plotting
Why do you
something.
guys say that? That's
You never-
so scary.
That's how it happens.
Okay, well then you know the signs. Don't
Pray
go
for me,
on
y'all.
The same train.
Pray
Right,
for
you
me.
See him.
Pray for me. I try not to.
Come out.
I
Don't
try
even-
not to, but I swear each time, like I'm like, oh, this guy again. So, anyways, moving on.
Yeah.
Stay safe, y'all.
Please. Everywhere
Please.
you are. And you know what? No one's saying let's go and kill police officers. That's not going to solve anything. Really, 2 wrongs don't make a right, and it's not going to solve the issue. I know some people feel a little better. I'm not saying that's a good thing, but obviously it's not solving the issue. So please really focus on like what's really happening around us and try to come together in a I don't know, in just a better manner. Like, I don't understand why people have to kill one another. We didn't bring that life into the world. Why am I going to take it out? You know what I mean? So it's just really sad that a lot of the killings are happening lately. But
it's coming.
It's coming.
That's what I'm saying. A revolution has to happen for shit to
sad.
change. I'm not trying to say nothing if I get caught up in something because that's what they're out
I'm
here
done with
doing.
you.
So,
did you want to talk about legends first?
Do you want to do legends first? Or?
We could talk about. Well, let's just change it a little bit. So
Okay.
we're gonna get into entertainment. Do you mind?
No.
Okay, so we'll get into entertainment. So Power is back.
Yes.
My
Yes, Jesus.
man crush Monday every day of my life. Omari Hardwick, you're my boo. I love you. I don't care if you're married with kids.
You know, if you're a girl, you don't have to say man crush, right?
Why?
What do we say?
That's what men say when they
Woman crush.
just
No,
crush.
what?
Oh, crush?
No, we say
Oh.
this.
All right.
He's my
But
crush.
it could be a woman crush.
But like, it's exactly.
That, but
I have
that's,
woman crushes
that's
too.
what you
I
would
have
say.
fashion
Woman
crushes.
crush, sure. But
Okay, well,
yeah,
he's my
just-
man crush.
All right, sure.
Thanks. But keep
Yeah,
it like
he's
that.
really sexy.
He's so lit.
He's
Anywho,
and he's like light skinned.
Sorry. Everybody can tell that I'm obviously
She's going through something right now.
So,
And if he were
anyways,
serving you your fries at McDonald's, would he still be?
No.
he would be my
Okay.
everything.
All right,
Let
I'm
me tell you
just-
something right now. If he were serving my fries at McDonald's, I'll tell him right now,
Okay.
stop working.
Oh.
I'll take care of you. I'll take care of you, boo.
Okay.
Sleep with me.
Okay.
I'll cook you your
All right,
meals.
all right.
I'll wash your skin.
All right, fair
we
enough.
gonna get this money
gonna get
together.
this.
I would
Sure.
definitely be with him.
All
What are you
right.
talking
You would
about?
invest in him.
What?
Okay.
I would
Okay.
invest everything into
I don't
him.
buy it, but
You don't buy it?
I don't. I don't.
He doesn't
Woo.
buy it.
I don't.
I agree with you.
I don't
I
buy
will
it.
not take him out of
Omari
If
the
he
car.
was the
Hardwick.
guy stamping your stubs at the TTC thing, like, and he was like, "Hey, girl," you'd be like, "Yeah,
If
give
it
me my
was
transfer."
Omari
Let me-
Hardwick,
But he wouldn't
I'm
be
telling
Omari.
you,
Okay.
he would. If it was him, I'm
You
telling
guys-
you,
you
he's
guys,
mine.
man.
I don't want nobody else looking at him. He can keep that job.
Yeah,
he can keep that
there's
job.
a lot of them working at the TTC. Trust.
I've seen them.
You know what? He lit up the scene with his sexy body and
Mhm.
obviously the sex scenes as per usual.
There was a couple on last night's episode.
There was a
actually.
lot, but there's always sex scenes with him. He's just so okay. Anyways, I'm not gonna say that. As the
Take a
drug-
drink, girl. Take a drink.
Cool down, cool down, boo. Cool down. Just take a sip, boo. It's all right. It's all right. It's okay.
Take a drink, girl.
It's all right. You got this.
He's just my crush.
You got this, girl.
He's just my crush. Okay, so as drug kingpin turned nightclub owner, Ghost, well, he wanted to be called James St. Patrick
Yes.
throughout the show, which was kind of like, come on, man, you Ghost, but it's okay. In the process of trying to go legit, everyone wants Ghost to get back into the game, which he needs to go back into the game because honestly, I don't know if Tommy's gonna make it without him. Tommy is doing way too much. But, you know, if you're watching the show, you know what I'm talking about. If you don't,
Because Tommy was a
on it.
hothead anyway. So,
Oh my
like,
gosh.
if he's free right now to roam with and nobody
He's
giving him
doing whatever he
any type of
wants, and it's getting
direction.
really frustrating
Yeah.
because I'm like, yo, where's your limits? Like, you're just gonna start like murking people, showing your face, doing everything. You can't be showing your face. That's why Ghost was Ghost. Nobody knew
Yeah.
who he was. So, anyways, I just can't wait to see what 50 Cent does or what he has in store for this season because obviously he's the executive producer, and for his character. Kanan, I don't know what's gonna happen either. Like,
I know.
it's gonna be lit. I'm excited for that. So Ballers is also back. Season 2 premiered yesterday as well. So for those who don't know, Ballers, which stars Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, is a scripted series about professional football players that aims to give a glimpse of what their lives are like during their career and post-retirement. I really like the show because, one, I didn't know Mark Wahlberg was the executive producer, is it that? Yeah, for the show. So it's so funny because I watched the very first time when I watched it, I was like, oh my God, it's so real. It reminds me of Entourage, where like you've seen
It's
what
just
their
football
lives.
entourage.
Exactly.
What it is, yeah.
And it's good and it's bad in the sense that like it shows you what's really happening, where these young guys, you
You
come
hear
out of high school.
the rumor too? Apparently, Roger Goodell kind of went at Mark Wahlberg a bit to.
No, you tell me that part. Don't worry. Go ahead. Tell me this. Tell me this.
It's rumor. Obviously, nobody knows
Okay.
because unless you got Goodell on your cell phones,
Yeah.
anybody, but
I do,
apparently
but,
he went at Mark Wahlberg to say, like, you know, like, this show, like, stop it, pretty much, because it doesn't necessarily paint the NFL and their players in the best of light, but it's probably more realistic, right?
Yeah.
So, but who knows if it's true or not, right?
Well, even when you're talking about that, he was saying, Mark Wahlberg was talking about the realness of the show has had a lot of people unhappy about it. He was calling out, he called into ESPN's Mike and Mike on Friday, and he opened up about complaints he first received about the HBO series, saying he fielded calls from the NFL commissioner, Roger, is it Goodell?
Yep.
As well as the team owners. The first season of the show, the only calls I was getting was from these guys like Roger saying, you can't do this, and like various other ones that he was getting. He's like, but it's actually a good way and a good thing for the league and the players also, because if we get the word out there with the crazy stuff that's happening financially and obviously the financial side of it,
just makes me think that they're hitting it more on the nail for the fact that they're if you're going to complain about it, that just makes me think they're probably
of course, they're
really
hiding it. They want to
like,
hide it because these guys will be making, here's $45 million. You just come straight out of the hood. You're 18 years old. Let me buy everybody a car. Let me start putting this money towards jewelry. They're blowing their money so quickly. So watching the first season, if you haven't watched it, watch the first season to get into this one. But it shows you these guys blow their money so quickly and they don't have any real financial guidance. And it's good to have people like them in, you know, like this or these shows showing you like, you know what, no, invest your money, double your money, put your money towards something that's going to grow and make a profit. Otherwise, like some of the guys in the show, like after they retired or if they had the injuries, what were they doing? A car sales rep. Like you're gonna be a car dealer? Like I don't understand. Like how do you go from making millions to now? But that's the reality for some of these guys. And also the suicide rate is really high for these guys as well because of the amount of pain that they're on. Like it's a really serious sport, obviously, and it takes a lot on your body. I really like the fact that it highlights a lot of those things because obviously all we see is the glamorous side of the lifestyle and, you know, we watch the games here and there, but we don't know what they're really going through, what their family situation is either. I'm not saying that this is telling you exactly what it is, but it does give you a better picture of what they go through. So a big appreciation for something like that. So I like that show. Check it out.
Watched it, so.
You'll love it. I know you really like it. Also, sorry, I didn't mention this. Sorry, but also Denzel Washington's son, John David Washington.
Beard Gang.
He's in it. Beard Gang. He's in it.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
in it. There's a lot of people, but like I was like, is that him? So yeah.
I didn't know that. I didn't know it was his.
My dad is the one who told me. We were watching it, and my dad was like, you know, that's him. You know, I'm like, no, and I googled it. I'm like, that's him.
Right.
I was really happy.
Nice.
So it's a really good show.
Must be nice when your dad's Denzel.
I know.
Must be.
There's some zygotes out there doing better than me right now. Yo. It's horrible.
Aww. Well, the haves and have-nots. So I'm not sure if a lot of people watch this, but I'm not big on soap opera series. But this was written by Tyler Perry and it's on OWN.
Oh, God.
I love it. I don't care what anybody wants to say about Tyler Perry's movies, but this show is so good. It is drama.
Written by Tyler Perry, so good.
What is it? Haves and have-nots? Is that what it is?
The haves and have-nots.
Yeah, my mom likes it.
I'm not joking. It's really good.
Yeah, no, Tyler Perry can do no wrong in my mom's eyes.
Okay, well, you know what? Tyler Perry can do wrong in my eyes, but he did a lot of justice for this show.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like I'm addicted.
But first of all, let me say I don't not respect Tyler Perry because
you have to.
he was homeless and yada. Like we all know his story now. So he hustled and he did his things, but
some things he does, it's questionable.
The Madea movies.
Oh man.
At 1, 2, you're not so bad, but then after a while, you're like, this is too much now. It's the same stuff.
No, all of them.
But this one, the haves and have-nots. I'm telling you, if you take it in, you'll have a whole different appreciation. It's a different type of
If
level.
I didn't know that Tyler Perry wrote it,
you might give it a chance.
I might give it a chance.
He didn't write it. Just watch it.
Right.
Okay, so that's really good. I'm not even gonna get into what's that about, but you'll really like it. Just talking about reality shows for a quick moment, because I'm a reality show. Reality show junkie.
It's all right. Your real feelings came out.
That's what they call a Freudian slip.
So what I'm trying to say is Basketball Wives LA season 5 is back. Episode 1 showed drama is on 1,000. There's just so much happening.
As per usual,
for real. Amber Rose has a new show. I don't know. how I feel about it. I watched she has 2 so far episodes. I only watched the first one.
I remember when she didn't talk, and I liked her.
When she
so
didn't
much
talk.
better. Yo, when she started dating Kanye, and I had no idea what her voice sounded like. She was just a pretty face. I was like, this girl is amazing.
But she's kind of been famous through the people she's been dating, right? Like it went from Kanye to Wiz, and if she's not dating a celebrity, she's got to stay in the public eye somehow, right? So.
I just wish she wouldn't talk.
Oh.
Go ahead.
Oh, grab the other one.
Grab this one.
Isn't she dating Terrence Ross at the moment?
Well,
no,
they're on.
not anymore.
Did they completely break up though?
Apparently.
They were on and off. I could have sworn they broke up and they got back.
You can't be on and off if you're only dating for like 2 months. There's no on and off for 2 months.
How are you telling people? How are you telling people they can't be on and off?
I'm just saying, 2 months.
How you can tell people they can't be on and off?
Okay, they broke up because Terrence, what's his name?
Terrence Ross.
Terrence Ross from the Raptors. He went back to his baby mama. So he left his baby mama for Amber when she came here for the All-Star game. This is the tea. She came here for the All-Star game. They hooked up real quick, and he ended up leaving his baby moms for Amber Rose, and they were dating for a little bit. And apparently, he kept sleeping with his baby mother while they were together. And
these guys and their baby moms, like, I don't get
That's
it.
what I'm saying. Baby moms, they don't go nowhere.
Are you done or is it over?
No.
Let me know which one it is. Done or is it over? Tell me which one it is.
They're the original. You want their life.
No, I don't necessarily think so. Some people are over it. Like sometimes
I've heard that from a baby mother. You want my life, bitch. No,
I want that. Some new goods.
But I ain't got no kids on nothing.
But you know what? I don't like her voice. Amber Rose's voice irritates me. Yeah, it's very like.
I don't even know what it sounds like.
Oh, you don't want to.
You don't want to.
Just watch. I'm telling you right now. Like she does have some interesting things she talks about here and there, but honestly, just sex. Like pretty much, she talks about sex and like, oh, we should do threesome. She does interviews with random people.
Like, what's her whole thing? Hoe is life. Like, what's her?
Pretty much.
What's her thing?
The slut walk or
the
something.
The slut walk.
Yeah.
Something in another. I don't know.
But turn it up a bit.
I know, right?
Yeah, there you go. That's better.
Okay,
yeah,
thanks.
she's annoying. She's irritating.
She's
I just
really
need her to shut up. And I'm so mad.
What?
Why I'm mad is because they don't put women, like intelligent women that speak properly, that are educated, that they don't give them shows.
Ratings.
They don't.
They're not.
That's what it is.
They're not going to get ratings.
Sex sells. She's gonna sell.
I'm not saying don't talk about sex. We don't talk about sex like
all the time.
She talks
all
about.
the time,
But that's what
or
she does
in a reckless way, or
take in the show, and tell me. No, take in one. Just take in one, because that's what I did. I hate to just judge based off of looking at it.
I'm not gonna get my 30
I watched
minutes
it.
back.
I didn't like it, but at least I tried.
No, yeah, you know what?
Do you know
and
what I mean?
trust you.
Right.
So that's good enough for me.
Yeah, I didn't like it.
I just
I'm
don't
not
want
gonna
to
lie.
waste 30 minutes of my life.
Well, then just waste 10. Just waste 10, right? Just 10 whole minutes. Ain't gonna hurt nobody. But
I'm not an Amber Rose hater.
Shawnee, Shawnee O'Neal, she has a show as well. It's Shawnee's Home Court, and you know what?
Who is Shawnee O'Neal?
You know Shaquille O'Neal's ex-wife.
Okay, I don't.
Were you being sarcastic? Oh, you're being for real.
He's real.
I really don't know.
Well, she is the executive producer for the Basketball Wives, those shows. So she's making her coins. She's doing her thing. So for her now, she's doing her own show with her family. I watched that, and it was actually interesting. It wasn't bad. Just to see Shaquille O'Neal's kids, and like one of them's really into ball.
How many kids do
like
they
5.
have?
There's 5 of
I
them.
thought it was more than 5.
I thought it was like 6.
Well, maybe it's more with other people, but I think he has 5 with her.
Okay.
So I can't really speak on others.
You can afford it.
You know, there you go.
Yeah.
And they're like, they're grown. They all look different. And their personalities are all different. So it's just interesting to kind of see the dynamics of that family. And don't do that. Don't do that. Also, moving on, because Misha's sighing.
No,
Hollywood Divas.
Shaquille,
Season 3 has started. That's another show that I like. So you guys,
I like Hollywood Divas.
Hollywood Divas is good. Hollywood Divas is good. So check those shows out. If you are bored, it's summertime. There's days where you don't want to go outside and party and spend money. Just binge watch certain shows and enjoy, right? But other than that, can we quickly get into like Pokemon Go? Okay. Nah, man. Okay, I just need to understand what this was about. So I just had to quickly tell you guys who doesn't know. So Pokemon Go, so it travels between the real world and the virtual world of Pokemon with Pokemon Go for iPhone and Android devices. So with Pokemon Go, you'll discover Pokemon in a whole new world. Why? Your own. That's what they say. So Pokemon Go is built on Niantic's real world gaming platform and will use
People are
real
hurting
locations.
themselves playing this game.
Yeah. They are, because you're using real world locations, right?
I'm okay with that though.
And you're encouraging players to search far and wide in the real world to discover Pokemon. So Pokemon Go allows you to find and catch
No
more
man, no
than
Pokemon.
100.
Real man, no Pokemon.
Go read a book.
Go read a book.
Go read
Oh, yeah, Pokemon.
Go read a book. You do your maths. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
you need something to do. You want me to give you something to do?
Go find your Pokemon. No, don't do it.
Oh, yeah, find Pokemon.
Well, you can go and catch more than 100 species of Pokemon as you explore your surroundings. So when you're seeing people on the road doing the most,
this is the
they're looking
the
at
real
their
issues.
apps because honestly, you need to understand this because I didn't get it.
I know
Pokemon is, but I didn't know what they were doing.
I didn't get it either. I really didn't get it either.
This is what it is. It's literally an app, and then they can go around. And it started in Japan.
It's genius, and it obviously it's the most popular thing
It's
on
so
the
popular.
planet right now. But come on, man.
Seriously,
grow up.
It's a distraction.
Grow up.
They're distracting us from the
She-
issues at hand right now.
Hey man, let's thin out the herd. Let's thin out the herd. If you're gonna walk in front of a truck chasing a Pokemon, that's not.
That's
yeah.
your
Hey
business.
man, good, cool.
Perfect.
Yeah.
That's what I planned. Anyways, moving on.
No,
real man no Pokemon. Okay?
Real big man to play Pokemon.
Real
but,
gangster no Pokemon. No man. Yeah? Okay. Anyways, moving on. Moving on. So, in other entertainment news, Kanye and Taylor Swift are still fighting. What is this? 4 years later?
It must be.
Yeah, they're still going at it. So earlier this year, Kanye released a song called "Famous," and
dope track.
You like it?
Oh yeah.
It was good.
Find it.
Like, let me find it real quick. During that time, around that time, the Grammys came on and she won an award for Album of the Year, and she did this whole speech talking about if somebody's going to rain on your parade and claim that they're the reason for your success, don't let anybody do that. Fast forward to a couple months later, maybe a month later, where Kanye said that he gave her advance notice of the song. So for her to make this big old speech claiming to be the victim is incorrect. We didn't know that this conversation existed, so it was back and forth between the two parties. Now, Kim K, superstar, the wife of Kanye, has released she released it last night on her Snapchat videos of Kanye having a conversation with Taylor Swift, letting her know that this is what I'll be saying on the song. And she's like, oh my God, Kanye.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you for telling me.
This is honestly a compliment, Kanye. Like, really, like, I'm so, and I also posted that picture when you sent me the flowers. Oh my God, Kanye, thank you so much. So this has revealed that Taylor Swift is a fraud and also wants to play the victim. But a lot of people are saying that he didn't do the entire song for her, the bitch part. So she didn't really know what was coming. And she also responded and claimed that he was supposed to send her the song and she never got a preview copy to know exactly what's going on.
It's Kanye. You think Kanye's gonna send you all of that? Like,
my response to this is Taylor Swift, get over yourself. It's a freaking song.
You're so relevant. Just be happy.
Who cares?
Okay? You're just making your cake. Just keep making your money.
Every woman at one point in their life's been called a bitch. Yes, be outraged. Don't call me a bitch. Fight if you want to. But like, we're really dragging this into, I don't know, 6 months later. And for the fact
that's what she's upset about.
Yes.
You said bitch, not the fact that I think we might still have sex.
I know.
Like, isn't that the worst part of it? Then
it's a compliment. That's what she was saying. It's a compliment. Like, whew.
Right. So wait. Oh, okay. Because I actually heard some about this.
Yeah.
So was it that Kim Kardashian had put out a Snapchat or something?
So she recorded on her Snapchat off her phone or wherever and played they recorded the conversation that Kanye had with Taylor Swift, saying that I'm coming out with this song. This is the lyric of the song. He didn't go into, I don't know if they cut that part out, but he didn't go into the bitch part, but he said the part about them having sex.
Which seems to me is the worst part out of the whole
Of course.
thing.
She was not upset about that.
She wasn't upset about that.
But even now, like, her lawyers are like,
yeah, now.
But now the whole internet's turning on her now, right?
Yeah. The hashtag Taylor Swift is over trended last night on
I can't.
on Twitter.
We're so wicked.
Even Selena Gomez, her bestie, tried to defend Swift, saying that there are more important things that we can talk about right now. And someone actually wrapped her up in a nice little bow and put her to the side and said, oh, you want to comment on what's happening in America right now, Black Lives Matter? We haven't heard from you about that topic.
Right?
So
damn,
if you want to talk about more important things,
right, yeah.
They're putting you in our corner.
Oh boy, nice.
So
I love it. I love it.
It is
so the hashtag
I like
after
that.
That's the sweetest nectar.
Right? Delicious.
Because what are you going to say now? Like, what are you going to say?
So after they tried to tie her up in a nice little bow, the hashtag Selena Go to Sleep started trending on Twitter.
The internet has no chill.
None.
No chill.
None. I love it. I think it's...
And now, as of
No
today, Swift is considering criminal prosecution for recording their conversation. Apparently, it's illegal to record and release somebody's conversation without
their consent.
Depending on what state you're in.
Well, the state that they were in, that it was recorded in,
Okay.
was illegal. Yeah.
Well, fight it. Yeah, he's got money for the case.
Yeah.
It just sucks because it's like,
I
what
think
are
that's
you
what he
gonna
wants.
Yeah.
He's been poking at her, like sue me, especially with the
No, but
image in the
the
video.
thing is, though, is that if it's already recorded, that they had the conversation,
Yeah.
he got her permission and the whole 9 or whatever. So why would
are
he
we still
think it's
fighting?
why would he think it's a problem, right?
Because her image is this sweetheart, America's sweetheart, the innocent Taylor that everybody's taken advantage of, and then they're ruining that image for people right now.
I don't know.
And that's why she has
It's
to
just-
fight
she's-
back. Quote unquote.
She just needs to
I'm
stop.
over
She needs to
her.
suckle herself. She's just, you know what the thing is about her? Nowadays, I don't even know if I believe all her relationship issues that she has.
Exactly.
I feel like she makes these things up just to make more money off of her relationships when she
How
writes
much
songs.
more can she make?
Because she makes an album about every single
How
breakup.
much more can she make? She's like
Right?
top of the Forbes list, like year in and year out.
Yeah.
Like
Exactly.
That's what I don't get. Like, just let it be.
No.
Keep it moving.
No, she's never done.
Oh, well.
In other entertainment news,
Let's hear this.
Ciara and Russell Wilson got married last week. Are we excited? No.
Nah. Did you see the pictures afterwards? Though they were making me laugh.
Yeah.
I was just like,
But
even
on a good end, they actually had sex for the first time.
I know. Do you see his braids? Do you see when they look like?
Yeah, they had sex.
After Ciara was done with him, they were comparing him to
believe
Jim
that?
Jones.
Do we believe that though?
What?
That they saved it until marriage?
I kind of
believe
do.
that?
It's possible.
I don't know.
You don't believe it?
I'm not saying I don't. It is possible, but it's 99.99% unlikely.
But if you've been going so long without it, and in her case, I don't know, in her defense, maybe just focused on like, really finding love, especially in this industry, it's where everything is all about sex and on to the next. Maybe for her, it was like, you know what? If he's willing to do that, then why not try? So I think I'm hoping, anyways, that was the case.
They had sex, so congratulations.
You really think that was the first time?
I feel like it was.
I don't know.
Whatever.
Am I gullible? I don't think I'm gullible. I feel like I'm just,
No.
I don't know.
No. I feel like it was.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying other things constitute sex.
They
as
did
well.
other things. Thank you. They probably did. But like, I don't think they had sex. You don't have to put it in. I made a guy
But
wait a
other
year
things
before.
constitute sex as
I made
well,
a guy
though.
wait a year before we had sex. And I would sleep in the same bed with him. You guys are laughing. And I did. I made him wait. And then like we'd be like sometimes like naked, and I was like, we're not having sex. And he was just like, wow.
Wow. You didn't like him.
I was like,
You didn't like him.
I did like him.
No, you didn't.
I really did.
No,
I'm
you
gonna tell you.
didn't.
I'm gonna
No,
tell
you
you. I really
didn't.
did like
No, you
him.
didn't.
But the only problem is when we finally did have sex after a year,
There
it
was
was not worth the wait.
Delecia, there was some issue
That stopped
there.
her from having sex.
There was something more there that you're not telling us, or maybe you were unaware of it at the time.
There is something I'm not telling you guys.
Yeah.
But guess what? He waited a year.
It's not that kind of show right now.
We ain't talking about all that. Just he waited a year, and I did it. So I'm just saying it was really hard.
I would like to talk to him.
Why he waited a
He
year.
needs an intervention or something.
Right? He got mad. Not mad at me, but he's like really like, oh, don't talk to guys.
He's an idiot.
What are you talking about? Don't tell me nothing.
Anyways, moving on. So another little clip that I saw during the week, and I was just like, I don't know. I just want to see how others feel about it. There was a video circulating online of Ciara and Russell, and they were in a room where Russell was getting his haircut, and the nanny or someone walked in with baby Future. And Future asked his mama for a kiss. Mommy, kiss?
Wait,
Mommy,
is
kiss?
the baby's name Baby Future?
It's Future. His name is Future. Yeah. His name
They
is
named the baby Future.
Yeah. They named Baby Future.
Oh,
So I'm just gonna
my
put the mic. Go
God.
ahead.
Future walks in. Baby Future walks in and says, "Mommy, kiss." Mommy gives him a kiss. Then Baby Future looks at Russell and is like, "Papa, kiss."
Aww.
People were pissed.
Why?
Don't get mad.
People were mad.
Baby doesn't know any better.
That's
What do you mean?
That's what I said.
He's making your mommy happy. He's your new daddy. He's your new
people
daddy.
need
I
to
don't know.
get
As
over
fathers,
themselves.
maybe
They just
fathers
don't-
might feel a certain way about
People need to get over
their
themselves.
child
man.
calling somebody else
Please.
Papa. Maybe he
Please.
calls Future Dada, and Russell
The
Papa.
child has no idea.
He's young. You know what I mean? It's kind of like, this is
How
like
old? How old is the kid?
He's 2.
Oh, please.
he's little.
Ah.
It's a little bit.
I don't know. People were mad. That's all I'm saying. So
Don't
that
be
was-
mad. Just mind your business. How about that? How about do you even know who your baby father is? Don't worry about everybody else's business. Okay, it's not
Find your baby
Find
father.
your baby father or your real father. Go find those people. Don't worry about people's business. I don't think it's anything wrong with that.
I I don't think there's anything.
I think
wrong
it's
with
cute.
that, but a lot of people were in their feelings.
No, I know, and that's why I'm kind of like it sucks that people
gonna cut somebody.
Oh please, Future don't care. Future out there with how many girls? He doing his thing.
Yeah, Future's good.
Right? He's more than good. He's moved on.
And some extra tea that happened today that was hilarious. I don't know how funny the Christians or the Catholics that went to Indiana Black Expo Gospel Showcase. So Kelly Price performed at the showcase, and I put an emphasis on Gospel Expo. Okay.
Sorry, so it was like Baby Future calls his dad Future. Yeah, you're silly. Go ahead.
Dada.
Go ahead. My bad.
Yes. So Kelly Price performed the song "As We Lay" at the Indiana Black Gospel Expo Showcase. If you know anything about the song "As We Lay," it's about a woman and a man cheating on their wives, their husbands,
their others, their significant others. Sure.
Yeah. And not thinking about what's going to happen at the end
repercussions
of the night. And I'm just concerned about the choice of song at a gospel showcase.
Go Kelly!
Expo. But Kelly was really upset that she's getting backlash about singing that song.
Yeah, that's bad on her. Like,
but why though?
She didn't think it through.
But you know what? I shouldn't say this.
I'm just
but
saying,
like, a lot of people in the church.
But they gave her
right. No, sure, but at a public function,
celebration of gospel.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
You're right.
Yeah, she didn't think it through.
No, sorry. You're right.
How many Kirk Franklin songs she could have picked?
That's what I'm saying.
I know.
Right? But the thing is, in her defense, they did give her an option. They didn't say you have to sing gospel music. They gave her the option. You could choose any one of your songs that you want to sing. And what happened as organizers released a statement apologizing to Kelly is that she was supposed to sing earlier in the day, not close to the gospel celebration time period.
So wait, earlier in the day when the children are there? Or?
Right?
So they apologized for her because time got pushed back because,
that doesn't
Black
change
people don't
anything.
know time. So that's what they're saying in her defense.
Poor choice of song. It's all it is. It's poor choice of song.
I don't see why she would choose that song, but she's very upset.
It's okay. Kelly, we all make mistakes.
No,
we all out here.
Look, me as a DJ playing at a wedding, sometimes I played songs that I didn't really pay attention to the lyrics until I'm listening to it at the wedding. It's like Secret Lovers. Like, it's a nice song and it sounds good.
Know,
but you can't play that at a wedding, right?
And
it happens. So, but
you have your moments.
You had more time. She had time to think about it.
She had time to think about it.
So
at the Black Gospel Expo.
Let's move on to other news. So let's get into the fashion world. So Misha brought up a really good question. Why do all online boutiques carry almost the same damn thing? So you were just venting about.
Yeah.
And why do they lack creativity and can't be different? So
not necessarily online boutiques.
Okay, go ahead.
I was just saying, like, in terms of like when you're going into a store, I guess it would be a popular store, any store, whatever. You're seeing the same styles. You're seeing the same furry flip flops. You're seeing.
Are you trying to shade? Throw a little shade.
No,
I know
it's not shade. It's real. Like I'm not interested in buying furry flip flops, but I guess the greater population is. Anytime one person comes out with something popular looking, like an Iron Maiden T-shirt that's cut up.
Or some celebrity wears it.
Yeah. Everybody starts to manufacture the same thing.
Okay.
And I just want options like they had back in the day.
No, agreed. Completely agreed. So it also depends on which stores you shop at, but a lot of the stores do carry the same things, and these are some reasons why. So when something's trending, you don't want to be the store that's not carrying that item, because when you're in the money making business, sense. Right? Yeah. Like you need to make money. So if something's trending, especially sometimes when things can be trending and it can will go away and it'll come back, but there's some things that are fads where they're in and they're out. They don't come back again. So you want to make sure you jump on it before it's too late. So if they see there's a market for that and they have the people that are coming in to buy it, make that same shirt. I don't care if everybody has that shirt. Make the same shirt. Make a few more colors, different patterns. And those are the smart things to do if you're a business owner when it comes to these boutiques and shops, that you're trying to stay ahead in terms of different colors, more variety of sizes as well. And that kind of sets you apart from the other stores because maybe you have a different color. Because nothing worse than you're looking for something and you're like, we don't have any more sizes. But
you know the thing is, and I get that point where you're in business to make money, and if this is what's popping right now, I'm going to sell that. I get it, but there was a certain point in fashion where, like, I go vintage shopping. Vintage, there's always pieces that you could find.
But keyword vintage. So you're always gonna have a variety.
No, I know that. But back when those styles and fashions were in style, they weren't making the same exact pieces all stores. Like, say for example, Danier leather. Back in the day, their styles
were different,
crazy,
of course,
and so many different options
They're
for
out of
leathers
business
and suede.
now, aren't they?
They are out of business now.
Crazy.
For leathers and suedes and stuff like that, and it's just like, why now? I feel like now more than ever, everybody is conforming to.
They're lazy.
One look.
They're lazy. They don't want to do the trend forecasting and find out what the next big thing is. They're just kind of sticking. They're trying to be safe. And the thing is that's because these new shoppers are very safe. They all want to look the same and they don't want to be different because maybe people won't like it. And that's why you also have to think of what the people want. So it's like, there's not a lot of people that want to be different. And the ones that do, they do it on their own. So they'll go and buy what's in, but they'll mix it with what's old. So they made it their own. You know what I mean?
Right,
so that's kind of
alter it.
Exactly. That's all you do. Yeah, for real. But but your style, and some people don't know their style. So they're in a sense shopping for you because they know it's what you want. And so when you're in there, you're like, I've seen it like 10 times. I'm in this store now. I'm going to buy it. It's almost forcing you because it is. And people have to get more creative and hopefully
be more
soon
unique.
time. But
I know it takes time to find your own personal style, and I get that.
No, but just you need a variety. You need a variety. Don't worry, be chic, not
something.
bougie, coming out soon. Don't worry.
What vintage shops do you usually?
The Village.
Okay. Oh.
And all vintage people know what the Village is.
Okay.
I go to, there's a couple on Yonge Street because I work on Yonge Street that I visit as well. So they're everywhere.
Right.
Like, especially now, like people are craving vintage styles, like them Rockstar t-shirts, those rocker t-shirts.
Sure.
You can find them there as well. The Village is like the number one spot.
You just have to honestly just go downtown and go in different stores. Go in stores you don't even think about going. Buy men's clothing.
Oh,
honestly,
I'm number one for men's clothes.
my gosh, I'm forever wearing men's clothes. Like, where'd you get that? It's not even mine. It's a men's shirt. And I just put it on, and now it's a dress.
So good.
Yeah, you just have to honestly look at. Just the thing is you have to look at clothing as like art. So you don't look at it as, okay, everybody has this. Now how am I going to change this, or I'm going to buy something else to make it it me? So anyways, I know I completely agree with what you're saying. I guess what my answer to that is that's the high demand that they have,
I just
right?
want to shout out Minnie real quick. We're abusing Minnie and her fashion sense.
All mannequins' lives do matter. So Minnie is not here today because she had no clothes and I was not putting her on here naked.
She'll be back next week.
She'll be back next week.
Okay.
Maybe with a dude. We don't even know
because
yet.
Her life matters.
Her life does matter. To me especially. We love Minnie. Okay, so don't ever get it twisted.
Miss you, girl. See you next week, boo.
Girl, get your life.
Forcing out for Minnie.
Hey, right? A little
Moving on. Boy, poor little look. She ain't dead.
She's just right there. She's sitting in the corner.
She's sitting in the corner naked.
Nobody puts Minnie in the corner. Go ahead.
Anyway, so let's talk about hair very quickly and summer hair care tips. So I want to talk about blow drying because I've stopped the blow dry and iron on my hair. And if you choose to do these things, you have to be very conscious about the heat. So when you blow dry your hair, before curling it with a flat iron, blow dry it to a point where there's still a slight bit of moisture left in the hair. So don't take out all of the moisture. Don't make it dry, crispy after your blow dry. So you kind of have to think about it like ironing clothes. So when you're ironing your clothes, if you iron it dry and the iron's going over dry clothes, you're not seeing the creases being pressed out. But when you spray some water on it, it smooths out nicely. So keeping that moisture, you have your hair, the curls will stay longer. It's safer for your hair because it leaves a little bit more moisture in there for the flat iron to finish the drying out and curling process. Also, when you're swimming, ladies, I don't know how many black girls out there be swimming.
I be swimming.
So when you go swimming, especially with the bleach in your hair, we do suggest that you avoid chlorine, which is not practical in Canada.
I was going to just say.
But if you can't avoid chlorine, it would be a great idea. If you cannot, do this. Wet your hair down before you go into the pool. Wet it down and soak it with conditioner. So apply a whole wad of conditioner. In
Well,
your hair.
that's just gonna be in the pool.
No, it's not, because then you put on a swim cap.
Ain't nobody doing that. Ain't nobody got time to be looking like the black girl in a swimming pool.
We're black, okay?
Yeah, but I shampoo my hair. It's very
And our
simple.
hair-
No,
and our hair is very complex.
No, not mine.
But over time, what I'm saying over time
hear
is
you.
that when you're always in the pool with chlorine, it takes an effect on your hair and
Agreed.
it breaks off.
That's why you don't need to go
completely.
swimming every day in the
But
pool.
I'm just saying in the summertime.
Agreed. It's summertime, but
Can I give my hair care tips, please?
I'm sorry, but like you know when somebody's
I'm
saying
looking
something
out for y'all.
Okay, and she's looking.
Because you don't care about your hair and your hair texture and patterns doesn't mean that others
First
do
of all,
not.
my hair care is on point. We good out here. So I'm just
Who
saying.
does hair for a living?
It's but who had hair all their life
does
too?
hair for
So
a
like.
living?
At the end of the day, no one's shading you, Misha. But at the end of the day,
No, you're
not
shading.
everything you say is like.
I'm not saying.
I'm just saying what works for me. So I'm not saying what you're saying is
I'm
wrong.
saying is what is best.
Okay.
For
Anyways,
people that want to keep their hair
carrying
on,
on.
their head
I'm just saying to
and
you,
that want-
ain't nobody like myself got time to go
whose
put
segment-
conditioner.
Whose segment is it?
I nobody got time to put conditioner in their hair when you're swimming.
Misha's segment.
When you're swimming.
Misha's segment.
I'm with a cap on. No one's gonna do
Misha's
that.
segment.
No one's gonna do that.
So as Misha continues her segment,
But Misha has one more minute before I tell my story.
I'm
But
trying
continue.
to
Go ahead.
help you black girls out there.
Okay.
Preach.
Spanish girls, white girls that fear chlorine, and they want something to protect their hair, unlike others. I'm just saying, whoever wants to protect
We
their
good
hair
out her.
and who's interested in protecting their hair,
I'm very
this
interested in
segment
protecting
is
my hair.
for you.
Thank you.
It might not work for everybody.
It doesn't
but
work for everybody,
you-
but for you, it may work.
But you,
it will work.
who are interested in
It
protecting
will
your
work.
hair from,
It's
and
like
even, not done.
Candy's like, let her live, D. I'm
And
sorry, I'm
even-
trying, Candy.
not done.
Oh
and
my gosh.
even your kids that go swimming and take swimming lessons, this could be a definite thing for
That's
them.
different, 100%.
Because they even
She's so
parents
shading
that
me.
are looking to protect their child's hair from chlorine, who are always swimming all the time. These are tips that you can use because parents.
Misha's
watch our
hair
show.
tips matter.
People watch our show, guys.
Okay, they do.
So,
but let me just tell you something. Are you
shout out
done?
to you people that care
Are
about
you
your
done?
hair.
Ain't nobody shading you, first of all, but you take things so offensively if I say one thing that I don't agree with, for me, not for everybody else. If I say something, it doesn't mean everybody in the world got to do it. But anywho,
I'm just saying,
I think those are
whose
great
segment is
tips.
it?
I think
Whose
those are
segment
great
is it?
tips. You were talking when I was talking
My
about my
segment.
fashion segments.
We
Did
have
she not
five-
talk?
we have 5 minutes.
Anyways,
My
back to
segment.
me.
We have 5 minutes.
My segment.
Diary of a single woman.
Who does hair? I do hair.
And I did my own hair for like all my life. So we good out her.
Can we move on now, please?
Yes, we will. So instead of sharing some tea,
on my hair.
and I'm going to pose a question of my reality. She keeps talking over me. Is it my segment now or is it hers?
Oh, is it your segment?
Thank
I
you.
don't know.
So how do
I
you
just had
know?
a segment. I wasn't sure if it
I'll
was
let her
mine.
finish. Let me know if she's done or is she over. Is she done or is she over?
Come on,
Thank you.
ladies.
I know, right? Okay, we're not fighting. We don't really. It's not a real fight.
No, it's not
We're
a
good.
fight.
There's no real fight.
just
Anywho,
wanted
so
my
instead of
Go ahead. Diary of a single
so
woman.
instead of sharing my tea today,
I will keep
and she wants to keep
your
going.
secrets.
So I'm gonna pose a question of my reality. So how do you know if you're single or if you're in a relationship? So this is a real question, okay, guys? So let's say you're dating someone and he asks you out, and things are going well, but you know some of his bad habits arise, or your bad habits, whatever. And these are things you didn't see before. So it kind of puts you in a situation where you're kind of like, I don't know, maybe kind of call it quits. So let's say you break up for like 3 days, okay? But you go back to doing the exact same thing, if not more, and you're with each other all the time, you know, chilling with friends and family, whatever. You're exclusive with only each other, and you know, you pretty much talk every day, see each other all the time. What are you? What are you? Does anybody want to answer this question? What are you?
What are you?
What are you? What are we? What are you? That's what I would love to know.
Okay, so wait, sorry. So you guys break up
For 3 days. For 3 days.
And then you guys get back together after 3
and
days.
doing more than you did before.
But they're not together. They're not in a relationship.
But have
There's
you
no
had
title.
have you had a conversation to say that you guys are back together again?
No.
Okay, we had
No, sorry.
You can't talk for me. See what she's doing?
Come on, let's hear it.
Okay, you had a conversation, but it's more of a conversation of like,
no titles.
He's like saying he loves you, and like, you know, you're on that tip.
But have you guys said like,
But,
this
like-
is this is it. This is us. It's you and me now. We're gonna try this thing.
No, they
like-
broke up from that.
Right.
You're not speaking on the real thing. You know what Misha's trying to do right now?
No.
You're doing team too much, okay? And
Team
don't
too
get me
much.
upset. Don't do it. Don't do it, okay? I'm being
friends
calm.
with benefits?
Team too much.
But
He wants to know, are you
is it friends with benefits? Is that what it's called?
I guess so. It's
Do
what
you
it
know
would
what I
be.
mean? I'm asking.
If you guys don't
I'm
have an
being real.
official title and you guys are still doing
But
stuff.
some people are saying like, okay, so does a title mean everything?
No.
So like if you're with a relationship with somebody, right?
Okay.
And you're doing everything with them,
Right.
is the title so important?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, I agree with you. No, there's nothing that you're saying that I'm not like, what's happening? I'm on the same page as you.
But if you guys haven't had that conversation.
Yes, but what if you have and they're afraid, and I don't know if it's the title that scares somebody, but like
It is.
it's the title, because like everything else is the exact same, if not heightened to like 10 more
But
degrees.
if you guys don't have that conversation, he's still free to do whatever he wants to do, and you're still
there's-
free to do whatever you want to do.
That's cut. That's
They're
cut.
giving us titles.
That's cut.
It's complicated.
That's cut.
Almost
That's
there. Benefits and some obligations. Complicated is right. Almost there.
Almost there.
There's no like nobody else. Like I'm just on you. You're just on me.
But if you don't have
like,
that
there's no
conversation,
title.
then you can't have things being implied.
Okay.
You can't have things being implied. It has to be
It has
explicit.
to be a title, because if people ask me, I'm like, I'm in a relationship, and sometimes it's just like,
No,
am
well,
I?
No, but
you're not.
that's not. You're talking to somebody. That's the difference. You can say you're talking to somebody, but you're not in a
In
relationship.
a relationship, you can still do what you
Right. Like you're
And
still
that
free to
other
do what you
person-
want to do. He's still free to do
Yeah.
what he wants to do. Whoever does something else, the other person's going to be pissed.
Yeah.
Probably, but
100%.
But what you have no talks for them though.
Exactly.
Because there's no title.
Right.
So, yeah, right. But the thing is, I wish that was the case, but then there is argument.
So then you need to bring that to him and say, like, we need to solidify this thing. We need to sign some contracts or something.
She don't want to seem crazy.
Yeah,
No, I'm not
it's
crazy.
We're all crazy. Don't let that
what?
shit fool you.
It's not
Yeah,
about
no.
being
We are
crazy.
crazy.
We all know
It's
you're
like,
crazy.
I know I'm
just
crazy.
wanna
I know
I
you're
just-
crazy.
Right? I'm not crazy.
Yes, you are.
crazy.
I just,
Oh,
I'm
please,
messy.
Delecia.
I'm messy. I'm not crazy.
Every woman has some crazy
No,
in
but you know
them.
what it is? You just want to know what it is
I'm a
to
level
make things
6 crazy.
easier, because explaining it,
It's
I
that
obviously
Jamaican-
sound like I don't know what the hell I'm talking about, right? Like I sound like a little off.
Nakia says a conversation needs to happen.
Yes,
Okay.
thank you. Yeah, thank you,
And
Nakia.
we'll have this conversation. So anyways, that was my tea. I didn't want to,
Okay.
obviously give a story,
Right,
but
you
I felt
can't-
like
don't do the mind reading thing.
Don't do the mind reading.
Have the
thing.
conversation.
Okay.
Maybe
so,
at the end of the summer.
You know, we
and
gotta
then there
we
needs
gotta
to
wrap
be a
up.
title. Yes,
Yes,
we hear you,
that's right.
Kanzi. I hear you, best friend. So we want to thank you again for tuning
Yes,
into
guys.
Two Divas and a
Great
Mic. Join us next week. We'll be having a few males joining us
Yeah, the
and
men that hold us down
sharing
still.
their truth and their side chicks and their open marriages. So we'll have a lot to say about that, and we want you guys to join the conversation as well. So
Yes.
please join
Tune in
us.
next week. Two Divas.
Two
We
Divas
love
and
you
a
guys.
Mic. Thank you.
We got to shout this out. Do
Oh,
we have
please.
time to shout
Yes,
anything
we do.
out?
We have less than a minute.
This is Rally the 6. GTA communities come together against violence. Rally petition pledge at barbecue, and this is Saturday, July 23rd. This Saturday. So make sure you come on out. It's Jane and Finch Mall, Downsview Park. So if you want change and if you want shit to happen,
You want your voice to be heard?
make sure you get there and sign
Come
the
out.
petition, guys. Holla.
Cheers.